Good afternoon. Hello. We are here.
We are here.
James and myself, to be correct. We are, for the first time, doing a show on two different sources, so that YouTube gets one and our Toffee TV Premier gets another. And Toffee TV Premier one gets it slightly early because the latency is so much quicker than it is on YouTube. Like, it's like 30 seconds on YouTube. It's like it's like nothing on Toffee TV Premier. So Toffee TV Premier, you're getting this first. We tested it out yesterday and it was seemed pretty stable.
Yeah.
So, but if anyone's on Toffee TV Premier that wants to like watch it on the telly or anything, the link is there for YouTube.
Yeah,
but you won't get any adverts or anything if you are watching it on our Toffee TV Premier. There'll be no adverts in this whatsoever. So just thought we'd let everyone know. Yeah. So if it unexpectedly just like all breaks, that's the reason why. We just thought we'd pick a Tuesday in June to test it out. Once again, pushing the barriers, always trying to improve, always trying to get better, always trying to give
the
people,
Premier members, what they deserve.
Exactly. They pay the bills at the end of the day. They pay James's bills, pay for his car, and that big fat exhaust. Can't believe you bought a big exhaust so the car goes. Can't believe it.
And I wish I had a monster truck.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, but I mean, I feel like I'm driving a monster truck now, and I've only got a little car, so I don't think I could, like, you know, where you see people with like big Range Rovers and that. I don't know if they do that.
Yeah. Are you of the monster truck like generation? Like when you were a kid, did like the monster trucks come and did you go and see the monster truck? Because I feel like that's more like my eight.
Oh no, I've never seen monster trucks, but they are just cool.
When we were
like Transformers when I was little, so
when I was a kid, monster trucks were big. They were really big. So do you know what I mean? Good times we had by all at the monster trucks. That's why
we need them in Hill Dickinson Stadium.
The big get them in build a hill in the Hill Dickinson Stadium.
It hasn't really got a big exhaust, and it's a Mazda Sport me car.
It's like a sport though, isn't it? It's, do you know what I mean? It's so
Mazda Sport 2 actually. It's
so sporty. It is absolutely so sporty.
Lovely car.
So good stuff. Yeah.
There was monster trucks in the Echo, and I would have went.
In the Echo, yeah. There absolutely was. It's all good. James is a very, very like serious driver though. He's not like a boy racer.
I'm not.
He is keeps
the speed limit.
Keeps it sensible. Captain sensible over there. Yeah. So that's all good.
Hakon asked about why doing it on Twitch.
Because I don't want to do it on Twitch.
We done a few streams for M-Tag on Twitch, and they got like.
What would be the point of streaming on Twitch as well? Like, wouldn't that just cut our audience? It's not going to bring new audience members, is it? We've got over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. If people can't find us on YouTube,
why is it a Tory car? It's grey.
Yeah, it's like grey. It's like go faster grey. That's all I'd say.
And I've broke it.
Yeah, he has broke. He's broke
a little bit like in the middle, and I thought this is where you put sunglasses, so I pulled it, and then because I'm heavy-handed, it fell off and it snapped. And now I've got to sellotape it every time now to get in.
Can I just ask you a question? This is just a technical question. Mm-hmm. On Toffee TV Premier, can you see more than one comment at a time?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just me. I can only see one comment at a time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. You're in charge of it then.
Oh, son.
You're in charge of that then. And I'm in charge of YouTube, so.
Okay.
That's all good. But it's looking good. It's looking stable. Although on my screen, for some reason, it is back to front, and I've got no idea why it's back to front. I'm in the upside down.
I have no idea either.
I'm in the upside down. It's very, very strange. Very, very strange. So, if anyone's having any issues with this on our Toffee TV Premier, just go and watch it on YouTube. It's fine, honestly. There's a video, there's sound, although the headphone thing still hasn't been sorted out.
I know, yeah. I think it's just this new like sort of service on Premier needs to just improve, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not really our fault. It's the people we get it off. It's a work in progress. As I said, we aren't streaming on Twitch though. There's just absolutely no point. Would be pointless.
What about TikTok?
No, it'd be pointless streaming over there as well. Because it's in a different thing, innit? It's in a different thing.
Different market though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's our market.
No, I know, but like people who watch Twitch might not watch YouTube. There's a whole new audience that you tap
It's a whole
into.
new world, like in Aladdin.
Whole new world.
Hakan has sent 5 Toffee TV gift memberships, and with that kind of stuff going on, why would we go to Twitch?
Why would we?
Why would we?
Someone said if you're going to stream on Michael Keane, he said if you're going to stream on Twitch platform, you're going to need someone with a cracking set.
I don't know what that means. Apparently, we're having issues on Premiere. Can you see any issues?
Yeah, it's really going slow.
That's weird because yesterday we did this.
I know, but do you think the going on YouTube and having like lots of viewers sort of changes it?
Do you think? I don't think there's that many more people watching on Premiere than there is.
Yeah, I think it's done in on Premiere.
That's weird. That is weird. We tested it yesterday and it worked fine. We were on here for like 25-30 minutes. We've done 7 minutes today and it's not working. Go on YouTube.
I'll put it in the comments.
Just go on YouTube, or James will set up another thing where you can just change it to YouTube. It's weird that. It's weird. It's gone looks like it's gone like the Matrix.
Yeah.
It's gone the Matrix. So we'll set up a new thing on Toffee TV Premiere for YouTube. It's not we tried it. I don't know what's gone on.
I'm just gonna end it.
Go ahead, you end that one.
Crashes over here.
Yeah, fine. No worries. Just start another one on there with Toffee TV Premiere. Don't know what's gone on there. They need to improve it, but there you go. Anyway, Everton announced the first pre-season games this morning. Atkinson, Stanley, and
So was it them two? Then they go to America.
Blackburn. It would seem so. Although, what I would say is so it's the Tuesday and the Saturday, isn't it? So maybe I can't see any more than that, unless, and he has done it before, but it depends on the size of the squad. I remember one year Moyes did. He's done like before 2 Saturday games. Same time. What he did one year where one was in Port Vale and one was in Bury.
Oh, like that, like what Dice done last year with the Tranmere one, and then we were playing Tranmere.
Wigan and Tranmere, wasn't it?
It was like a B team played Tranmere. Didn't it?
Yeah, but this was like the first team split in half though.
Oh.
It was 2006, if I remember, but I can't imagine he'll do that. But I'm just looking. Yeah, so it's Tuesday and then it's Saturday. And then we go to America for the following weekend, don't we? So with all the travelling and stuff, I can't imagine there'll be another game unless, like they say, they try and get one in on like the Tuesday or something, or maybe the Monday. But I don't know. But he's gone. It depends. It depends as well because he might see the first game 15th. It might be a case of Everton go to, like, say, Austria, and then they go from Austria to have a game, because people were mentioning Vienna, weren't they?
Yeah, so
yesterday.
Vienna yesterday.
So maybe people will go maybe they'll go and have like a week in Austria. So the first week pre-season back, like say the 1st of July, let's say, or whatever. Calendar. 1st of July is a Tuesday. So let's say the second week, Monday. Monday. Let's say Monday the 7th till, I don't know, the 12th or the 13th. They go to like Austria or somewhere.
Oh wait, you said Vienna, didn't he? Not Austria.
Yeah, that's Austria.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's Vienna, not Italy.
No.
What? Since when?
Are you thinking of Venice?
Is that what Romeo and Juliet is?
No, that's a made-up place.
In Vienna, isn't the first line Vienna where we lay our scene? Something like that.
No.
Well, anyway, in Austria...
Oh, you moved on from that quickly, didn't you? You moved on from that quickly. Just let him educate himself. It's better that he educates himself now.
We've got great history in Austria, though. 22-0.
Yeah. And also Rapid Vienna is the team that we beat in the European Cup Winners' Cup. Don't test me on my Vienna knowledge. Honestly.
I'm fair Verona.
Verona.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I think we should move on.
It's good that we're educating you. You've made a simple mistake. It's all right. The problem is you've done it live on YouTube in front of thousands of people. It's all right. People are now laughing at you.
Yeah. we should just swiftly move on.
Mistakes happen. So we could possibly play end of the week in Austria, playing a game in Austria, like just an end of the week game, and then we come back and then we play Accrington Stanley, and then we play Blackburn, and then we will at some point that week go to America. So I imagine Everton will want to be in America for like the Thursday, I'd imagine. So they'll probably fly on the Wednesday. So that does leave the chances of maybe getting another game in, maybe a lot less. But
how many do you think they'll have after America?
Well, there has been rumours, hasn't there? And I know there are rumours out there. There are rumours out there about friendlies. So the rumour was Wrexham. Now, the thing about the Wrexham one, I would say, is that would probably be most likely to be the week before. When does Championship start? Find that out for me. Find out the date that's on.
August 8th.
So 1st of August, we're away, aren't we? We're still in America. So, because I was thinking that maybe they'd played the week before, but 1st of August, we're still in America. We play Man United on the 2nd of August, is it?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'll try and find the date.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's the 2nd of August. It's actually the 3rd of August. Yeah, 3rd of August we play Man United.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be playing Wrexham the week before. Now, there has been some rumours regarding Everton's final friendly, which is to say the rumours continue that the stadium will not be ready for that game, or certainly for even the start of the season. Now, let me just say, right, these are rumours. Everton did come out about 2 or 3 weeks ago and dismiss similar rumours. So, from our point of view, nothing really's changed, but there are lots of rumours that Everton are going to be playing in Germany the week before the season starts, in Hamburg. Again, these are just rumours. And as I said, these rumours that the stadium is not going to be ready continue, and there's been pictures put out there of the areas apparently believed to be the problem are like the
fancy places.
The interiors, yeah, the interiors. They're not called corporate anymore. They're supposed to be the areas which are the problem. We've had nothing off the club other than it came out, as I said, 2 weeks ago, that everything was going to be fine. But the rumours persist that, yeah, Everton will have to play the first few games. And obviously, until Everton confirm when that third test event is, and until they confirm a friendly, and until we get the actual fixture. When do the fixtures come out? Next week? Week after?
Yeah.
Normally the first week of June, second week of June, innit? I think it'll be... Is it a week tomorrow?
18th of June.
Okay. So 2 weeks tomorrow.
Yep.
So until we get Nicholas saying Verona friendly. Yes. Until we get that confirmation, we won't know. And maybe it hasn't been decided yet. Maybe Everton or maybe the people in charge who are doing the ground are racing as fast as they can. Who knows? But that is the rumour out there, and I'm just addressing it because it's in the comments. I've seen it multiple times in the comments, people asking us about it. The simple fact is we don't know. All we know is so far our friendlies are these 2 games. I think there might be one before it, but I think it'll be like a training game at the end of a training camp. Second week in the second week of the pre-season. Pre-season normally starts first of June. Sorry, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm sure when we come back from America, we play on the Sunday. We'll fly home probably on the Sunday. We might have a game on the Wednesday or the Thursday, but it's difficult because the championships, they would have to be against the foreign team.
Yeah.
Because the championship and everything starts that week. So there's no chance it'd be a championship team.
What about like a Scottish team or something like that?
Scotland start really early as well, don't they?
Did we?
Genuinely.
Yeah. Irish, I don't know. It's one of them. So,
listen, I don't know is the ultimate answer. I don't know whether any of it's true or not, but there has been very, very strong rumours out there. As I said, we'll have to wait for Everton to come out. They need to sort out, obviously we need to sort out this test event. Can the test event be done with parts of the stadium inaccessible to the fans? Because if you need to test the whole stadium and you can't get to those areas because those areas aren't finished, then does it mean that we have to wait till the test event's done? As I said, I don't know any of this for facts, so I can't start criticising anybody or saying what's going to happen or what's not going to happen. So we'll have to wait and see. But hopefully it is. I mean, Everton got the keys on like Christmas week, didn't he? And a different company came in to do the work, and there's been like exterior work getting done. Like I think I've heard now like the painting, the posts on the outside, it's all like fire resistant paint and stuff. Apparently that's been getting done. That's why the scaffolding's been going up on the outside. Obviously I've been in the ground a couple of times, and it needed the interior, as in
Everton a bit.
It needs to be Evertoned up. It was grey. There was a lot of
like generic stadium.
It was like a lot of concrete dust. It was basically like one step away from being somewhere you'd go in Call of Duty. Do you know what I mean? It was like if a couple of teams ran in there, it would
with S&D.
Yeah, it would soon it would soon go off like. So we'll wait and see. I don't know whether it's true or not. I'm just saying that's the route. I've heard that rumour multiple times. multiple times, and it's not just a rumour, it's like there's a backstory to it, and then there's also like Everton are playing a friendly in Germany on the weekend before the Premier League starts, because so it's not just like one rumour, it's like multiple rumours, and there's no point us burying our heads in the sand and going, nah, it's not happening. You know, if we're getting asked the question, so obviously we've got to address it, and at the moment we don't know anything. As I said, the club's line was that everything was fine. And normally with the club, everything's fine till it's not fine. Do you know what I mean? It's like maybe there's a date where they're like, we're trying to get to this date. If we can have this thing finished by this date, we'll be all right. Obviously, Everton, everyone thought that the test event was going to be against, or the last friendly was going to be against Roma the week before the season. I think that's how a lot of people believed it was gonna play out. But I don't know. Listen, I'm not a builder. I don't know what the issues are. I don't know whether anything's changed with the stadium internally. There was rumours that Moyes didn't like the tunnel. Yeah, that one.
No.
There's rumour that Moyes didn't like the tunnel, saying it was too long. From this,
yeah,
because someone done a video, didn't he, from where the changing room is? So like, and apparently the room was too long. But when you watch the video, I don't think the home changes are that far away from the pitch than they are at Goodison.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, like the walk, the home, where the home changes are at Goodison is a bit of a walk, not a bit of a walk, but it's not like right next to the changing rooms. So we'll see. And then, of course, the rumour, and then it leads to people saying Everton won't play at home for the first couple of weeks. But that's what happened. You were saying that's what happened to Liverpool.
Yeah. When their new stand, they never played the first few weeks, did they?
Yeah. So
they could just use Goodison, it's still there.
That would be slightly embarrassing, wouldn't it? That would be slightly embarrassing. Well, I was thinking about Goodison. I ran past it on Sunday, and I was thinking, I wonder if what they're gonna do to the exterior of Goodison, because obviously on the outside it's all the former players, and I was thinking, are they gonna? Obviously, you don't change the timeline, or maybe you do actually freshen the timeline up. Yeah. But I was wondering, what are they going to do on the outside? Because again, they haven't really said what they're going to do with it, other than a couple of pictures on the interior of the ground. I was just wondering whether they're going to do it, what they're going to do on the outside. So whether they're going to take those down and put something new up, or you tell them, Emma. You tell them. We'll see. There was something I was going to say, and I've completely forgotten now, because something just come up in the comments. Oh yeah, it was. Have you seen the new Premier League ball?
Yeah, by Puma. Yeah, it's nice. You don't like it?
It's a ball, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a ball. As long as it's round,
yeah, I'm
all right with it.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
You seen Tottenham's new kit?
Yeah.
Don't like it.
No.
I think it looks weird. That was the big, because everyone thought that when they were going to announce that Ange was being sacked, didn't they? Not a fan. Branthwaite won't want to wear that.
Well, that was the other thing that sort of came out last night, wasn't it? About Jared Branthwaite.
Yeah, that Everton is just no.
Was that basically Everton have got absolutely zero plans to sell Jared Branthwaite, and basically the team, David Moyes wants to, build the team round the core of Pickford, Branthwaite and Tarkowski.
Yeah.
It's come out through a couple of different sources. But that's basically what we were saying yesterday, wasn't it? And
just put your foot down, say no, and then just get everything done with.
And Everton have been quick to sort of, it would seem, get that out there through, various channels. But as I said yesterday, I didn't see in any way that Everton would. in any way that Everton would be interested, and certainly not David Moyes. I didn't think David Moyes would have any interest in getting rid of Jared Brandtwaite. As I said, it's you're building a team. You're trying to puff your chest out, and like I said yesterday, it's exactly what Everton need to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you said it best, didn't you? You just want to get that conversation just removed completely around him, and just everyone's mentality switches that he is going to be here. You don't have to be worried, and you don't have to talk negatively or whatever, and think that you've got to prepare for the worst, or even make yourself as a club look weak, that you can just come in and rob all your players if you want, and that we've got money now, and we don't have to sell to buy, and we can just be our own our own club again in a way. Because I feel like the past few windows we've always sold one big player, haven't we, to sort of either survive PSR or to spend money, and it's nice that we can finally get rid of that, and we've got a new stadium, we've got new owners and stuff, and it's a lot more of a positive look.
It's why you don't want it. Like, Everton has always been full of negatives. Everton's always, and people listen, you can't get away from the negatives at times. You have to talk about them. We can't sit here and ignore stuff. It's why I mentioned the stadium, because people are talking about it, but it's better to no point burying our heads in the sand and saying that there aren't, rumours out there. And if we can get to the bottom of those rumours, then we will do. But with the Brandtwaite stuff, it's like, I said this yesterday, it's like, obviously, people want to know what the news is. And there's a lot of news out there about different stuff. But the Brandtwaite stuff, to me, is like, I just don't see a point talking about a few people online saying there are conversations going on or there's inquiries. It's like, so what?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Inquire all you want. I've always said, don't be scared of anyone inquiring about your best players. But this thing of getting the fan base worried, it's like it's pointless.
Yeah.
It's absolutely pointless. But because you can leave yourself open as well. I think it's dead interesting, what's happening with Brian and Mbeumo. It's basically he's going to Man United, and it's like, well, there hasn't even been a bid.
Yeah.
So basically, Brentford, I'm not saying it's Brentford's fault, but they're in a position where it's the players just he's calling the shots. And I'm surprised by Brentford at that, because when it was last year and it was Tony, they didn't let Tony have anything. It was like, well, if you're not signing, you're not playing. And they didn't let him they didn't let him have any control of that situation. They controlled that situation.
Yeah. And
I feel, and that's where it's I'm slightly surprised by this Mbeumo stuff. It's he's made it known that where he wants to go is Man United. It's yeah, but so therefore you switch on Sky Sports News, and it's basically a done deal. And it's no, it's not a done deal.
Yeah.
There's been no bid. So how can it be a done deal? Brentford have the power to control the situation.
They could stop it if they really want to. It's a contract to them.
And I think that's what Everton will have put out now about Brandtwaite is that's just don't bother.
Yeah.
Don't bother. And I think Evertonians should take that as well, of let's not even get involved in these conversations. Let's not, because last year when it happened, one of the first things we did was we're getting Goldbridge on. Get Goldbridge on, and we'll soon find out what this is. And he totally shut down, because obviously the character and the man are very much different people. But when he came on and he couldn't look Baz. He couldn't look Baz in the face.
Yeah.
Because he knew that it was all just wow, what he was saying online and on video. He wasn't going to say it to Baz.
Yeah.
So it's not even worth getting involved in those conversations. And this is what you want to see more out of Everton. Is the last few years it's been too much and I don't know whether it makes it any better because we don't have a director of football, and therefore sort of the buck does stop with David Moyes, and it's not that thing anymore of
he's buying players for him. He might not want.
Well, no, what I was going to say is it's not that thing anymore of when he was first here, where it was about balancing the books at the end of the day. Like David Moyes used to always say, he had like one requirement of Bill Kenwright, and it was, don't sell my players. You know, unless
they want to go.
Unless it's like really, really silly. Do you know what I mean? So
it's weird though, Man United being able to just buy in Bruno and Junior.
Buy them without telling.
Yeah, but I'll tell them clubs first, but and getting the business done quick too. Same with Chelsea, who are buying another striker now on top of the lot for like loads of money. That TK or whatever.
Yeah, but they're just taking advantage of
60 million
this window, aren't they?
What do you mean?
They're taking advantage of this window being open now, aren't they? Because they understand that there's going to be, you get in now before anyone else jumps in, and you get those deals done. And
but Chelsea have signed nearly 3 players now.
No, I mean it's an arms race, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's an arms race. It's Manchester. The advantage Manchester United have always got over clubs like Everton is that they can attract these kind of players. Players will always want to play for Manchester United, and Manchester United will always have the money to get these players. They have that advantage over a club like Everton. Everton have got to be a lot more choosy. Manchester United and Chelsea just make more money than Everton. It's off the pitch commercially, they make more money. So they're never.
I know, but do they make enough where they can just spend hundreds of millions?
Clearly they do.
That doesn't. It seems too far fetched that they're making that much more money than anyone else.
Oh, they're making a lot more money than Everton. But don't be tricked by that.
But enough where that they can spend near enough this much every window and not be worried about PSR.
Clearly, yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense, but they've got good accountants, but they do make loads of money. We've said it for years. Manchester United and likes of Chelsea have built their brand to a point where they keep going back to America. I mean, Toffees don't forget about all the other stuff. Like, Toffees builds brands.
Yeah.
Right, that's what builds your brand, is winning trophies. Therefore, and then once you travel places and turn up America or go on what they've just done into Asia, you build your brand out, everyone sees you, and you can sell anything then. You become a name, you can sell anything you want. They've been really good at it for the last few years. They're also Chelsea are very, very good creative accountants. But Chelsea also sell players as well, let's not forget. They do sell players.
I know, but what's the big, apart from Conor Gallagher, what's the big sale he's done?
Yeah, but in terms of PSR, Conor Gallagher was a really good set, because what they do is they buy them young, don't they?
I know, but they also spend a lot.
No, I know, but they buy them young, and therefore the PSR, the way it works.
I know, but does not equate to how much they spend. They've got 2 midfielders with over 100 million. And they sold Conor Gallagher for what, 50?
Listen, clearly whatever they're doing's working.
No,
but
it's dodgy though.
It is clearly they bought told hotels to themselves. They're selling women's teams to themselves. All these things. Clearly it works in the terms of PSR. They're getting away with it. But the bottom line is these clubs do bring in massive amounts of money. Chelsea season tickets have gone up something like 7%. They've lowered the discount for OAPs. They are selling tickets for like £400, £500. They are getting through the loopholes through the eye of a needle. Now it's up to, will they close those loopholes? We'll wait and see. But the bottom line is these clubs make lots and lots of money. They have. Chelsea went through nearly the entire season without having a shirt sponsor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And until Everton starts selling stuff, and don't know how many times we have to have this conversation, but until Everton starts selling stuff to our fan base that we actually want, then, do you know what I mean? Like, Everton brought out a range, or Castor brought out a range of tops for the last game of the season not the light blue one, but like the navy one. I've got the t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I've got people messaging me from America saying, can you get me
Bring me on over.
6 of those? No, I had someone messaging me going, can you get 6 tops for me and bring them over for me? And when I looked, they were out of stock.
No.
Because number one, they won't send them to America. And number two, they only had limited stock. And I just don't get that at all. I was in the Custore shop last week, in Cheshire Oaks, right? And there's piles of training tops, right? 2 for £35, royal blue. Just
Put a badge on it.
put a badge on it. Put a badge on it. Put that badge on it. Put the Goodison thing on the back, and sell it.
Yeah,
People will buy it.
Double your money.
I guarantee people will buy it. Why are these? I'm gonna go in the club shop right now. Right now. Right. Store. Men's. New items. Where are we? Right. Match day jacket. They've only got them in medium. They're £85 and they've only got them in medium. That means people are buying them, right? They're £85. They're probably just a generic Custore top with the badge on it and the Goodison thing on the back. They're £85 and there's only medium left. That means people bought them. Like, they shouldn't be out of stock.
Yeah.
The t-shirts, can't even find the t-shirts. T-shirts are all out of stock. So why haven't they been like, why haven't they just kept on smacking a badge on them?
Does this not go back to sort of though? I know on the club call a few weeks ago, there was a debate going on saying we should just go and get like a Nike or something. Do you put the blame onto Custore or do you put the blame onto the club for like the not being loads of kits everywhere? And if like you look at Chelsea and they've got Nike,
Ultimately, I put it on the club. I put it on the Custore or whoever makes kits is only doing what the club asks of them or the marketing department.
Yeah.
Right? So if I walked into like Liverpool shop or Man City shop or Man United shop right now, I bet you I can just find loads of just like generic tops, right?
Yeah.
Because I did the race for the 97 a couple of weeks ago, right? And I wasn't getting, because I didn't book till quite late. And I checked and I was like, I wasn't sure if I was getting a top. Because obviously all the tops are red, but they only had a certain amount of blue ones. And I messaged them, they were like, oh, we've got no more tops. I was like, all right. I said, but if you do get one, right, so sound. So I was like checking, I was like, I do not own an Everton, there's no Everton training tops in royal blue. There hasn't been for years. They're always different colours, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I was like, I haven't even got an Everton top in royal blue, apart from a kit. I'm not wearing a kit, they're too heavy to run in. So I found me Santa Dash top, running that. And then when I got there, they had a top for me, sound, swapped it over, wore it, no problem. But I was like, surely you should just be able to walk into the shop and just go, there's a Custore royal blue running top, like a running type top there with an Everton badge on, 30 quid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. I walked in the Custore shop and there's a pile of them and they're 2 for 35. Because I actually sent a picture to Baz going, shall I get some? And we'll badge ours up. We'll put our badge on them. And that's what I'm saying about.
But then once again, though, you said about like Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, whatever. They've all got them like bigger name brands like an Adidas or a Nike.
But I don't think it takes that though. I don't think it takes a bigger brand though. I think it takes someone at your football club going, our fans want these.
I know,
these
but
things.
I feel like putting all the blame.
I'm not putting all the blame.
But saying that it's down to Everton is a bit harsh because.
But why is it down?
Custore want to make as much money as they can.
Yeah, but you'll have these contracts, won't you? And surely. Well, all right. Let's meet in the middle. Let's just say it's a fault of both of them. Yeah. It's a fault of the club for not demanding more, and it's down to Custore for not having more sizes. But this didn't start with Custore. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. This has been every brand we've ever had, and that's what I'm saying about selling gear. It's like if I've got people messaging me from America saying, can you bring or post me some top. Like, why weren't those tops getting sold in America? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Fanatics are an American brand. But all I'm saying is, if we went to a store and basically just grabbed a load of different tops and just smashed an Everton badge on them and put them on sale and didn't make a big deal of it, by the way, didn't say it was this range or that range, and just stick them in the shop. If these tops have sold, right, are all sold out, then that means they're popular. So restock them, get them back out there. And that's what I'm saying about the likes of Chelsea and stuff is, or Arsenal, or Man City, is they have these ranges all the time. Like, they're all having these they all have Chinese New Year ranges, and like Arsenal have a different range every month.
I think there's like a record Arsenal like 30 different kits you can buy this season.
Man United have got there's loads of like retro Adidas stuff come out, and it all looks great. And Arsenal have got that, and Liverpool I think will have that. So that it's not a case of. It's not, by the way, it's not a case of your ticket price, by the way, because it's not, we're not talking about ticket prices. I've seen a couple of people talking about ticket prices. It's not about ticket prices. What I'm saying here is about offering people stuff they want.
Yeah.
And that's what I think Everton needs to improve on. The ticket prices is different because that's football tourism, and that's becoming a major issue. I think there was a piece last week on the overlap. Sadly, Baz wasn't on it, but it was about saying like football clubs are becoming the biggest touts.
Yeah. But there was something where that like Scholes and that McCullough both didn't really receive their tickets, and then they ended up getting sold their seats in like big packages where they got like £400 for the ticket instead of like whatever it would have been, like 60 or whatever. Which is...
And a Chelsea and a Manchester United can do that, and a Liverpool can do that. But also those football clubs, Chelsea want a bigger ground. Liverpool obviously want to make Anfield bigger, and there is definitely plans to make certainly the Centenary stands, Kenny Dalglish now, isn't it? Bigger. There's definitely plans. In fact, I saw a plan for that. No, I didn't see a plan. I heard Liverpool fans talking about if anyone has ever parked on the car park in Stanley Park, over the road there's a piece of waste ground next to the cemetery, and the rumour is that Liverpool have bought that piece of land and they're going to build a housing estate, and they're going to move everybody from the two streets.
No way.
Honestly,
wow.
This is the rumour. This is from Liverpool. This is from Liverpool channel, but not from them. But this is from a Liverpool channel. They're going to move everybody out of those two streets and build them an estate to live on this piece of land. And basically, the piece of land is what? It's about... It's not even half a mile away.
What, so it'd be like, we'll give you 10 grand and there's a house.
Basically, we'll buy your house off you or whatever, and we'll move you to this estate where you'll all be dead close to your neighbours, and you'll have got a new house. And that means Liverpool can build a new stand and add 15,000 to the capacity and get it up to like 75,000. And that's what they're that's genuine. That's a genuine rumour. And that might even be more than a rumour. I don't know, because I'm not I don't sit and watch Liverpool videos. But that was a genuine thing that Liverpool had set it up. But who knows? But that's Liverpool trying to increase. Man United want to build a new ground. Man City are in the at the moment are trying to build.
Man City is just so smart with it all.
Well, Man City are building a new...
They've got like their own like city practically.
Well, they're building a new extension, aren't they, to the stand now, like they did at the other end, and then they're building a hotel, and that's right next to the co-op, and they're building a new fan zone. They
own the co-op, so don't they?
No.
I thought they did.
They
have another stadium though next to the...
Two other stadiums, don't they?
Like that like whole area is just basically theirs.
Yeah, so it's mad. It is mad. But so everyone's trying to build. Everyone's trying to get bigger capacities. Will that ever bring the price of tickets down? Probably not. But it's all very interesting. It's very interesting.
It's a partnership. City own half.
Yeah.
Half it.
Harry Styles owns some of it as well.
I know. Yeah, I saw that.
I'd just like to see Everton be a little bit smarter. That's all I would like. Well, I'd like to see Everton just be a little bit smarter. And as I said, you should be able to just walk in our club shop or go online right now and buy one of those tops. Yeah. Because if the interest is there, Everton should be certainly selling off the back of the last game at Goodison and trying to sell more of those tops. And where's the zip tops, Everton? Where's the half zips? They wore them and they never even brought them out. Again, why? Why not? Bring them out. Castore have probably got loads of half zip tops in a warehouse. Just badge them up and sell them to dopes like me. So, yeah. But that's what Chelsea obviously have got a massive deal with Nike. Liverpool have just signed a massive deal with Adidas. Man City have got a massive deal with Puma. Man United have got a massive deal with Adidas. All these companies want to make a lot of money off the back of it. Yeah. Castore deal with Everton won't be anywhere near it. So they probably go, well, we'll give you X amount a year.
But that's what I mean. I'm not saying this is what Everton should do, but with it's who's sort of mistake it is, really, isn't it? Because if it is down to Castore not wanting to do it, then is it worth taking a hit for a few years and you go to an Adidas?
But like what I've said before, well, no, I mean, don't get me wrong.
And become like a CT.
Don't get me wrong, I would look. Roma went to Adidas and they weren't one of the top ones, but what happened was they had retro gear, and because they used to wear Adidas, they've obviously got full old retro gear. So there's like a trackie which is really nice and an old top that they brought out. The fans bought it.
So the quarter zip, like it was a thick one they put out. It was so nice, but it was sold out. I went to buy it.
So basically, Adidas seen how much stuff Roma bought and were like, yeah, we'll put you in the top tier then, and they've made them one of the top tier teams.
Yeah.
So what I'd like is, I mean, if we are Castore, I'd like us to go, obviously said this before, I'd like us to go back to Umbro. I mean, you look at Umbro. There's lots to be made from that.
Yeah.
There's lots to be made out of going back to being Umbro. So, and that's how you
not feel like, new stadium, you just get a lovely, like, big brand.
But we're not getting a big brand, are we?
No, but Pat's been done with Roma, why couldn't it be done with Everton?
But it's not going to happen this summer, is it? That's what I'm saying. Nothing's happening this summer.
Everton, Hill-Dicko boxies.
Is right, mate. Go full in. Listen, if you can get Greg's Clobber, an Aldi Clobber, then why not?
Yeah.
Why not? That's what I say. Wishy says he picked up a Roma Adidas original shorts. They're deadly. What do you mean they're deadly? They injecting stuff into you? James, I'm not sure the Cox Sportif even still exists, mate. They were going bankrupt a couple of months ago. I'm not even sure they still exist.
They do still exist.
The thing with Umbro is, and this is what I've said loads of times, it's dead easy because they're owned by Castore, or the license, is owned by Castore or Castore, and therefore it's not that hard. Rangers have just moved to Umbro,
yeah,
but they signed a 7-year deal with Castore, and I read the guy who owns them, and he was basically saying this returns Rangers back to one of their signature brands, and I just think it's the same with us. Umbro is like our classic brand, whether you like it or not. So therefore, if you went back to Umbro, think of all of the like retro stuff that Everton could bring out and make money off by having like retro tops or retro jumpers or whatever it is. That's what. Don't get me wrong, I would love Adidas. I just can't see us ever getting Adidas, especially if Liverpool have got Adidas. Mm-hmm. I just can't see it. Yeah. And then what if we had Adidas, right? But we only had like level 2 Adidas and they were getting stuff and we were like, where's our stuff? Why aren't we getting that retro gear? Do you know what I mean? Or whatever. But we haven't really got any retro gear because we've never been with Adidas. So it's...
no, but new era, new us. Let's go for the big fellas.
Fair play. But that's what we've got to... That's what we've got to start doing, isn't it? We've got to start. We've got to start getting bigger deals, and obviously, that's why we've got a naming rights deal at the stadium. It's why we've got, it's why we will now start to probably. Well, from next year, we're definitely going to need a new sponsor, aren't we? From next year,
Yeah, because of the gambling.
Because of the gambling. So that's going to have to happen over the course of this season. That Everton. I am surprised at, because I know there's a few people out there. I'm surprised we haven't seen. No one's done like what Hill Dickinson would look like on a shirt yet.
Yeah.
Because you'd imagine that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So what would Hill Dickinson look like on a shirt?
What's their logo like? Or is it just writing?
Well, we've seen it on the pictures of the stadium, haven't we? So it's.
Yeah, it's just writing.
So that's obviously that's how we're going to make more money. No idea, Jake, about how long the current deal is with Castor. It was never revealed, I don't think, how long it would be. So not sure how long that's going to be. But to me, I think it just makes sense to move to back to Umbro. Hopefully that's something that happens. We'll wait and see. But yeah. And we'll have to wait and see. Seen a couple of people talking about seats inside the ground, about blue seats. I'm sure that'll start happening. I'm sure we will put blue seats into the. Sorry, I'm sure we'll put the white seats in the stadium, and either get like EFC or a sponsor or something. We'll have to wait and see on that as well. But
someone said, is there any rumours of when the new kits will be unveiled?
There aren't any rumours, no. Doesn't mean I don't know, but there aren't any rumours. That's information that I'm not allowed to give out. So, but we'll have to wait and see. But wouldn't it be great though? Wouldn't it be great if Everton just like did come out with Umbro, and then they were like, on day one they had all these different kits, all retro kits that you could just buy, and then they had like all the name things as well, sets, and you could just buy all loads of old trackies and stuff. I'm pretty sure people would buy them.
Can you give it out in codes?
I can't. Hopefully, you just like to think that it'll be out before the kids break up for the summer. That's all you can hope. Ultimate kit maker would be Fred Perry. No, I wouldn't. No, don't care if it's Laurels or not. Callum, why will you never buy Castori gear? Because I'll tell you something, right? I've got 2 Castori training tops, and they're the best training tops I've ever had.
They got a bad rep, didn't they, with like Villa?
No, but
last year,
honestly, genuinely, I've got the yellow one and I've got the green one, and they're the best training tops I've ever had. They are proper training tops. They're not like polyester. They are really, really good. You can get them now if you go on. It's M&M Sport. The green one is a tenner, honestly, and I've got the zip top as well. And honestly, they're the best training tops. They are proper training gear. Like if you're gonna wear them to like go play footy in or go for a run in, they are nice. I haven't got a kit or nothing. So what have I got training? I've got two zip tops, and they're both fine. The green one's better than the other one because it's slightly different, different material. And I've got 2 training tops, and they're both really, really nice for running in. The shorts, I haven't got any shorts, but genuinely, honestly, they're sound. They're sound. And if you go on like M&M at the moment, they're honestly sound. I've also got a couple of tops that I've got like Toffee TV badges on, and they're sound as well. I've got a royal blue one, and I've got a navy just like t-shirt, and they're sound as well. Oh, and I've got the Goodison Park one as well, which is just generic. Which green? There's a dark and a light green. It's like it's like the goalkeeper green. It's on M&M Direct right now. There's loads of Everton. In fact, when I was in Cheshire Oaks last week, there was a shop, and the shop had quite a lot of Everton gear in it. Not the Custody shop, another shop. There's another shop down the road, and it was a Custody like discount shop, and it just had like racks of gear. But there's like it's like a proper green, like a forest green top. It's the goalkeeper's top. Honestly, they're like a tenner. I'd buy one for this. Just I'd advise anyone to buy them. Let's see. M&M Direct. Also,
$9.99.
They've also got them on the Custody shop as well. If you go on the online shop, they've also got them on there. So the men's home top is £14 and the £15, and the away top is £15. The pro training t-shirt is a tenner. Honestly, they're proper nice. They've got any more training tops? They did have the yellow one, but I think they've sold out now. Yeah, they've got the zip top for £22. Seriously, honestly, it's an absolute bargain, proper bargain. And then they've got a rain jacket for £19. Shorts for £9. Men's shorts for £9. Honestly, just bag. The green ones, I'm telling you right now, I might as well work for these people.
Someone put in the comments, Ped, please retweet the video on X of you nutmeg and Ned.
I don't even know where it is, mate. I have no idea where it is. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
It's amazing. He's outside thinking he's better. And this is when I was carrying a bit of weight, by the way, as well. And he thinks he can...
Can have it off.
He can have... And I nutmeg him twice. It's hilarious. Yeah, though, honestly, that's the green one and the yellow one. I've got the green one, the yellow one, and both of them, genuinely, best footy tops. I should be on QVC, shouldn't I? I'm just trying to do Everton's work for them. I want people to buy gear. I want Everton to make money. I want Everton to spend money on players. And this is how we're going to do it. Yeah, Danny says, I've just ordered the green top, the training bottoms, and the coach's black top, all for £45. Also, right, if you're on M&M, and now I'm doing M&M's work for them, right, if you pay a tenner, so you will have paid a £5, right, for your post and packaging. If you pay a tenner, you get a whole year of next day deliveries. Because I like M&M. Have you ever bought anything off M&M?
I've bought that green top.
Have you just now?
No, I bought it ages ago.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
For Melody.
Nice, aren't they?
Yeah. I got that in the away kit.
Because they've got like little holes in them, and they're nice, they're really brief. If you buy off M&M and you pay a tenner for you get a whole year of next day delivery. You didn't do that, did you?
No,
I didn't think so. I haven't got an affiliate link. I'm just.
I know you should get.
I know. I'm just being. I just like people wearing Everton gear. Not enough people buy Everton gear, and I'm just trying to spread the word of where you can buy discount Everton gear.
Promo code Ped.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just doing the work for them. Maybe someone should send a little video to Eminem.
Minute. On Premier, someone said, do you think Monterex will get into football?
Eventually, yeah. Callum says he works with Custode gear every day. Callum, can I have more context to that, please?
Keep pressing Everton crest on them in a nightmare, so I assume he works in like the factory.
I need more context, Callum, because I might want you to do some work for me. There you go. Danny Church knows the score. He paid the years last week, got the home and away tops. He's winning. He's already paid for his postage with 2 things. He's absolutely winning. I'm not going on any rants. There's no rants here. I'm just trying to sell gear. I'm getting warm now. Sorry, I'm getting warm. I was sitting here with my North Face top on, not realising, because it's blue. I'm getting warm now. No, let's have a look on the Custore. We're just trying to sell Everton gear to people. So what's happening on the Custore site then? Or Custore?
You can buy the men's home shirt for £20.
Yeah, that's weird because you can buy it for 15 quid on.
You can buy the third for £25. For men's, you can get the shorts for 12, and then everything else it's just kids.
Okay, so they've basically sold out.
Yeah.
They've got the third kit as well, haven't they? But they've got the woven coaches shorts.
Do what?
They've got men's coaches woven shorts. That might be something. They've got them in extra large. Oh, I might partake in that. 15 quid.
What does coaches woven mean?
Well, it means they're like little thick and they've got pockets.
Oh.
So they're like, you can wear them. Like, you know what I mean? Are they black as well? Ooh, I might get on them. I shouldn't have told anyone because you're all going to buy them and sell them out on me. I also bought, I don't think you can get anymore, and this is a bit like Wayne Rooney 2006, I bought a sleeveless top. But it was
vest.
It was like a vest. It was like £8, the yellow one. But I thought, when it's really hot, just throw it on, go when I'm out running or whatever.
I know, but then you've got to wear a vest.
No, I know, but I don't give a monkeys. I don't care when I'm running. I don't really care. There you go. We've just done the work for you. How long will these shorts take to arrive? Will he arrive by the weekend?
For your holidays.
Callum says he's just a cog in the wheel. Where, Callum? Or is this... do you work at a farm? Do you work at a farm, Callum? That's what I need to know.
Why farm?
I just want to know if he works at a farm.
Okay.
See, this is always the important bit now, right? The checkout. And I reckon this is where loads of people go, nah, right? So let's have a look. Right? Because I think this is the bit where people go, no.
Why? You're going to get like a big delivery fee?
What?
You get like a big delivery fee.
This is where it's like when they add the. All right, let's see. How much is the? Come on. £3.95 puts the shorts up to £18.95. How many people get put off by that?
A lot.
How many? So you see something and you go. And then you go, £3.95 for shopping.
But if they advertise the shorts as £18, you'll be like, oh, probably will.
No, that's the thing. If the shorts are £18.95 and it was free postage, you'd go, that's a bargain. Yeah. But as soon as they're 15 quid and you see that, you go, no. That's a disgrace. Right. But what's the shipping delivery? See, next day is £5.50. Why are people talking about me in the comments like I'm not here? Why are you talking about me like I can't see what you're writing? Chelsea are in talks to sign Milan goalkeeper Mike Magan. There you go. Why didn't they buy the lad off Liverpool?
Kelleher?
Yeah.
Because they wanted the nan.
That's mad. Right. Okay. I've pressed the button, James. I've done it.
Oh.
I've pressed the button.
Did he come before the weekend?
Today we in Tuesday. Right. I've bought them. I've bought the shorts. Live. I've just bought the shorts.
Nice.
Just bought them. Yeah. Done the job. There we go. Job done.
Bosh.
Extra large shorts to fit my extra large body. Danny and I was in there. That's what I said before. If you go to Cheshire Oaks, and if you go in the Castore shop, there's nothing in there. But if you walk a little bit further down the bend, there's like this discount football shop. And when you go in, it's all like Umbro and Castore gear. But they didn't have that much left. They only had like kits. They didn't have much training gear left. I think we're helping the world here, aren't we? We're solving all the problems. Is that what it is, Gary? Is it the tariffs? I thought the tariffs had been binned, sorry. What?
Just people talking about you.
I know. What are you talking about me for?
Now I'm getting involved.
I just don't understand why you're talking about me. I'm here. If you want to, like, just like, instead of talking about me, talk at me. Bring me into the conversation. It's that weird. And I'm not going on any rants. I'm just sitting here going, we've got nothing else to do. Listen, we're just sitting here doing nothing. We're here for your entertainment. I wish I did have a promo code. I couldn't do that QVC lark because it's all
scamming.
I don't think it is scamming. Why do you think it's scamming?
Yeah, watch the South Park episode on it.
No, there's too many South Park episodes.
There's one where it's just like them just I mean, I'm not using South Park as like my source of information, but it's just they're preying on people, aren't they? They're a bit slimy with how they do it.
Yeah, a lot of bored housewife kind of
and
energy.
Stuff, yeah.
Energy. See, I didn't say energy. It's like it's trying to catch people out. And
have you seen though?
They did offer the free payments, like 3 payments and stuff long time before like Klarna and all that did. So on that side of things,
there's a new era of it now though with TikTok Shop.
There's
people who just live stream stuff of them being like, oh, I got this.
I think Paige did that.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever seen those videos? Has anyone ever seen those videos of like them doing that in like China? And they've like, you see the other side of the camera and there's like banks of phones.
Yeah.
And they're all going out on different accounts at the same time. And like this girl will be like trying to sell you something, but it's going out on like 1,000 different phones.
There's virtual begging as well. Like there's people in like mad countries where they'll just be like, please send me gifts and all that to the camera.
James says, are you paying £2,500 to drink in Howard Kendall suite? No. I'm going in the actual suites, my friend. I'm going in the suites in the ground. Me and James are getting suited and booted, and we're going in the posh suites, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's happening. That's happening.
Then on the touchline, we'll give him some tap.
We're getting like, we'll be in the tunnel.
Yeah.
On the other side of the glass going,
yeah. You've got a full kit on from the waist down.
Les says, Ped says, I might as well for these people in the middle of telling us all about the different Everton stuff he's got. I was just starting to wonder whether he really does work for them. What? What's all that about?
Conspiracy theory. You are Everton.
Okay. No, do you know what it is? Right? Very simple. I like to see 2 things. I like to see people... No, 3 things.
Oh.
I like to see people wearing Everton gear. I like to help people find bargains of where you can get Everton gear. And I also want to see Everton sell gear.
Yeah,
so like it's stuff. Like the triple factor. It's like, who's getting I'm not getting a cob on. You're the one who proclaims himself as a DJ and then says you don't want cars to be quiet in case they run you over. Mate, I never forget.
Not again.
I don't forget. Right. I want to see everyone wearing Everton gear, right? Because I just think it's a lost thing within the city. But then you've got to give people good Everton gear to wear, haven't you? And as long as you give people good Everton gear to wear, so then the other side of it is Castore and Everton have got to do their bit and start putting Everton gear out. So I'm going to have a little moan about them not putting gear out or not having the sizes. And then it's up to us to buy that stuff. But if there's stuff out there and it's cheap, go and get it. Honestly, the Castore stuff is... There was loads of horror stories about it, and I don't know what the kits are like because I haven't worn one. We've got one in here, but I haven't worn it. But the training tops are genuinely sound.
They're meant to be alright now, but it was like last season, the season before, where like the badges were falling off, and they had that weird technology where they all just look soaking.
Yeah. And genuinely, the training tops are really, really nice. I wear them all the time for running. In fact, if anyone's on my Strava, they'll see I always put a picture up after I've been for a run. And loads of the times I'm wearing my Everton gear. Some of the times I'm not, because I've only got 2 training tops. I want them to have loads of training tops so I can buy loads of different... In fact, I'm going to have to buy the other one, the blue one, if I can get hold of it. But Tom, the thing about it, mate, is it shouldn't matter who's making the kits, right? As long as the kits or the training gear, as long as it's nice, we should buy it. Because it's not the badge on that side, it's the badge on that side, right? Look at like Lecoq Sportif. Lecoq Sportif is like would anyone have thought anyone would have ever bought Lecoq Sportif stuff? Like who are Lecoq Sportif? And yet it's the brand that we want our most, our most treasured things in it. And when they brought out this stuff, honestly, when they brought out this stuff, the range was amazing. There was so much good stuff available. Emma, James is... What have you done with the tier list? We can't tell you what it is right now.
I can tell them. Just to prepare them so they're ready. So I'm going to put...
Right. Wait.
Okay.
Disclaimer. This has got nothing to do with me. What he does. Right?
What's that mean? Do you not agree with this idea?
No. I just don't want everyone to go, this is because of me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right? James picks the tier list every single week for Tier List Tuesday, right? On Toffee TV Premier. Me and Baz find out literally 5 minutes before what it is.
Yeah.
So whatever James says right now is on him and nothing to do with me, even though I have no issue with it. But I just want to make sure that everyone knows that it's not like I get some kind of blame for it.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a Google Docs after this. And I give you like an hour and you just put in like your favourite films. And then I'll pick like a few that we can actually recognise the names of. And then I'll throw them into a tier. And then me and Pet will do it at like 4 or 5 or whatever we're doing.
Like, Emma, don't roll your eyes.
No, it's not just Marvel. It can be any films.
Don't roll your eyes. It has nothing to do... This is James's thing. James always sets up the tier lists. Me and Baz have nothing to do with it. But what James said was, because Baz is not here, we can do it. Because Baz wouldn't know loads of the films, which is fine because he's not a massive film viewer like I am.
And we did say when we first started that we'd switch it up.
Yeah.
Some weeks wouldn't just be just about Everton. So this week seemed like a great opportunity.
Me and James are going to do our own show where we, in fact, don't know. In fact, we're going to do our own show where we just like have a little chat about films and TV and a few other things. And do you know what? Even if no one watches it, who cares? We're just we're having a laugh. We're having a laugh. There you go. Semi-Time Life says Ped's no shirts allowed policy on OF. What's OF? And why are you saying I've said there's a no shirt policy? I don't know what OF is, so we're lost. I'm lost already.
What did he say?
He said I had a no share policy. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie says Baz leaves and the anarchy occurs. I don't think there's any anarchy. Oh, OnlyFans. Okay. Just say OnlyFans then. Why do you need to have code? Could mean anything. I don't think there's an anarchy. I just think what James has just said he wants to do one tonight because he knows from tomorrow it'll be back to normal.
Yep.
What a lot of yous are doing here, by the way, is you're falling into my trap. Because loads of people are now putting into the comments OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So they are all very, very aware of what OF is.
Yeah.
They're outing themselves. So you've all fallen into my little trap there.
See, I've read that.
You've all fallen into the trap.
Topless Tuesdays on Toffee TV. Mental.
Mark says, James, you should just pick a category for films like this tier list sports films.
Yeah. But how would you get yous involved more?
I think he's just basically saying you gotta go sort of halfway. So if you're doing films, you should really do sports films.
Yeah, true. It's a good point. Yeah.
What a strange show. I feel like we've covered Longy. I sell stuff on Vinted. In fact, if you go on Vinted, you can buy some very one-off Toffee TV stuff, like which loads of it's already sold, but there's still some bits available, some t-shirts, some jackets. I think there might be a hoodie, Toffee TV ones. If you just search Toffee TV on Vinted, there's some stuff on there, and they're only like £5. So if you want to go and buy, if you want to go and have a look, go and check that out. There's still a few bits still available, a few tops. I think there's as I said, there's like a jacket, a couple of hoodies. Go and check them out. Go and check them out. Obviously, there's loads of stuff on Vinted, Everton stuff. There you go. What?
Yeah, but worn, soiled, I mean.
No, yeah, okay, I get that. But I was just seeing an opportunity to do a little advert, that's all.
Yeah.
I just seen little some Emma. Nothing is XXL. Nothing, because I've never ever been XXXL. There's a couple of XXLs, but there's some XLs, there's some XXLs. That's fine. That's fine.
I don't think the community leaderboard works as well.
Who's winning it?
But there's about 8 people who are all joint
James
first.
Graham's first at the moment.
But the joint, the top 6 are all joint, so I don't think it works. Which is poor. First Premier.
You need to have words.
I know.
You need to have words. Manchester United have not signed Mbumu. They haven't signed them. They haven't even put a bid in for them. So although Tingo's staying, isn't he now?
Who?
Fernandes.
Yeah.
He's not going to Saudi.
I'd still see him going though. 120 million they offered.
Who's going to pay that money though? Who is going to pay that kind of money? I don't know. De Bruyne to Napoli. Stalled apparently. Right.
Yeah. I mean, Everton can go in for De Bruyne. And I'll take Bruno Fernandes, but at a cut price deal.
There you go. Right. Do you know what? There are some right cry asses in the comments, aren't they? Honest to God, some of you are absolute cry asses. Well, the new tissues in the studio. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm doing a live stream here, and there's just me and James here. And I don't want to blow me nose while I'm doing a live stream that I've been doing for an hour and 20 minutes. Jesus Christ. You'd think people were paying like fortunes to watch this, wouldn't you? The way people go on. Although I do apologise to everyone on Toffee TV Premier for hearing my blocked nose. It is mad. It is honestly mad. Some of the cry-arsing that goes on in the comments is mad. especially with some of the wonderful, like, you know, shopping advice I've give out today as well.
True.
Do you know what I mean? How many people, I wonder, in the stream have just bought bargains?
True.
That's
How much money have you just made, Eminem?
Yeah. It's weird. Absolutely weird. Who knows? Oh, well.
Who do you think we will sign?
Who do you think you'll sign? I didn't really want to get back to Everton, Mark, because I'm not really asked at 20 past 2, but who will we sign? I don't know. I have no idea. No idea.
What about, there's one that's actually quite a big one today. So Chelsea paid the $5 million for Sancho to go back to Man United, so they don't have to do the permanent thing. Would you have Sancho or Everton?
I'd have Sancho, but, I mean...
What are his weekly wages?
He's left-sided. He's going to have loads of people after him.
Do you think he'll have loads of people after him? I don't. 300 grand a week.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, isn't it? No, he'll have... What I mean by that is if he'll have loads of people after him, if Everton go after him in terms of, like, do a deal, like, and get those wages down. No, no one's paying 40 million for Mitrovic, are they, Emma? Come on.
It said that Chelsea did not pay a loan fee for the player and covered just half of his reported 300 grand a week.
Yeah.
So for 150 grand a week and we don't have a loan fee, we'd take him at Everton.
I mean, I think you'd have to, wouldn't you? I think you'd have to. I think he's a top player. He's got pace to burn. Let's be honest, he's a much better player than other players we've got. Do you know what I mean? You'd find somewhere on the pitch to play him, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're not going to go, no, we've already got Njai or we've got Dwight McNeil. He's a top player. If Everton could do a deal for him, you'd take him. But I do think that if Everton could do a deal for him, then other clubs could do a deal for him, and they'd take him. So, and they'd be in a better position than we are. And ultimately, that's the problem. Going back to Eddie says, I wish Everton was easy to get in the States. I feel I don't have enough because of how difficult it is to get it. So there you go. Nick on the super chat says, Shawshank Redemption symbolises a football team wrongfully accused of financial crimes forced to endure mopie up front. So what crawling through the tunnel is like 777, and then when we get out the tunnel, it's the Friedkin group.
Yeah.
And then when he goes to the island in Mexico, that's the new ground. The beach in Mexico, that's the new ground. You have seen the Shawshank Redemption, haven't you? Yeah, just on you. Sat to me, you know. That's what. Yeah, one of the best films ever. One of the best films ever. Didn't do very well at the box office though. That film, you know. No.
Thunderbolts hasn't done well either, has it? No, it was quite good.
No, I mean it's not quite Shawshank, but
no, I know. But
I liked it. But the thing about it is, Tom, is that Fanatics are an American brand. They quite literally are an American brand. So they need to pull their finger out and start having stuff in America. They need to have stuff available to buy that is already in America. So have X amount of kit. See how many kits you've sold in America and go, right, times that by 2, put them in a warehouse in America. Make twice as much of everything and stick it in a warehouse in America. And when Americans order it, they know they're getting it from they know they're getting it in America. And I think more would buy, personally. Casey says, Sean Dyche Redemption.
Nice.
See what you did there. Someone else thinks I've just spoiled the Shawshank. I don't think I've spoiled the Shawshank for anyone.
When did it come out?
1994.
Yeah. Impressive.
Back of the nets. Back of the nets. Fanatics told us when they first signed the deal that stuff in America was going to be available in America from a so that's what they told us, and it's never happened because when you order stuff, it still has to come from the UK, which doesn't make any sense when they're an American brand and they're huge. Yeah, that's the problem. If you order something in America and you have to send it back because it's the wrong size, you have to send it back all the way to England or the UK, and it costs a fortune.
Yeah.
It does. It does. Silly. Silly. Right, we're going to do 4 more minutes.
Why 4?
Because then that's past.
Oh. Yeah, so I'll do sports films, I've decided.
Sports films.
But I'll put a post out after this and reply with your favourite ones, and I'll make sure they're in it.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, they won't let you exchange in the shop if you buy online, will they? So you've got to make sure you get the right size. And also when you Everton don't have the same discounts in the shop that they do online. So it leaves you to buy on.
Are they still like full price in the shop?
No, but they don't have like the certain stuff where you can like you'll see it online, it'll be X amount, and then you'll go in the shop and they just simply won't have that. They won't have that discount that they do online. So it's confusing and also annoying. SB's giving you some films, but we'll see what happens. See if we can. Do you watch whatever James picks is what James picks. No one else is in control. No one's in control about that. It all comes down to James.
It's a lot of pressure.
No one controls James.
Got to shorten it to 15 films, basically. Cars is definitely in it.
Cars?
Yeah.
Cars is not a sports film.
Cars is in it. Racing. What a film.
Yeah, but the first one isn't really racing though, is it?
Whoa. Are you just
not
acknowledging his piston cut win? That's disgusting.
The first one's mostly about him finding himself.
And then he comes back at the end and he's a new character and he doesn't have the ego anymore and he helps the fella over the line. God.
I mean...
Estia. I didn't know, but that film's based off of another film with Martin McFly in it.
What?
not obviously not him, but the fella.
Sorry, start this whole conversation again.
So Cars is based off another film with real people in.
Is it?
Yeah.
With Michael J. Fox in it?
Yeah. It's about he's like a dentist or something.
Michael J. Fox is a dentist? What are you talking about? Have you gone mad?
What film is Cars based off? This is true. This.
I can't remember a film where Michael J. Fox was a dentist.
I thought he might have been a doctor.
Doc Hollywood.
Might be that.
I don't think it's based off that. I think
he crashes and he can't get out the city and then he falls in love with the city.
Sorry. Yeah, Doc Hollywood.
He goes back to like his famous life.
Yeah, Doc Hollywood, yeah. Michael J. Fox's dentist crashes Porsche into
He's a dentist, yeah.
Probably you're a doctor. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, now I'm understanding. It's based off Teen Wolf.
I've seen Teen Wolf, that's a good film.
That was made before Back to the Future. And basically they kept it on a shelf, waited till Back to the Future came out. And then when Michael J. Fox was massively famous, they put it out and it was like, give it loads of like, you know.
It was like a tap-in then.
Yeah, basically. It's clever. Clever tapping. Good stuff. Right, we're going because it's 2:30. You know, I would imagine you've all got to go on websites to buy clothes. So, Everton are selling those shorts that I've just bought for £15. But they only have size medium or 4XL. So, I win. Because neither of those sizes would have fitted me.
That's the Karate Kids, isn't it?
You looking at this film? Or someone just saying Karate Kid?
No, someone put Karate Kid and the Karate Kid is in it, but which one's the better one? The Jaden Smith one or the original one?
Oh, the original one's much better. Well, it is, isn't it?
It's got Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith in. What more do you want?
It's got Jaden Smith in it, though.
Exactly, that's a bonus.
Jaden Smith's a terrible
Ends with Never Say
actor.
Never. What a song.
Mark says it's not a film, but what tier would Dream Team be in? Dream Team would be in its own tier. A dream-like tier. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Emma says, as if James. I think she's talking about the Karate Kid. We all know which one the Karate Kid is.
The Jaden Smith one, yeah. Huh?
It's the Karate Kid's. It's in the 80s. It's got amazing music. It can't be top.
Never Say Never by Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith at the end. What more do you want? And he does a mad kick, which is madder than that one.
Does the crane. Someone just mentioned Tombstone. I don't know why. I mean, it is a great film, but I don't know why it's called. Why it is.
What's Point Break?
What's Point Break? Sorry, you don't know what Point Break is?
Nope.
Oh my God, I'm not sure you deserve to be here sometimes. You've not seen Point Break.
I have not seen Point Break.
I feel like sometimes you've wasted your life, or I've wasted my life trying to educate you on stuff. I can't. Johnny, you don't know who Johnny Utah is?
I don't have a clue who Johnny Utah is.
I can't believe you don't know who Johnny Utah is.
But I know a film that's a big sport one that you haven't seen. You haven't seen Coach Carter, have you?
No. That was only because I couldn't be asked.
That's poor from you, though.
It's not really as poor as not knowing who Johnny Utah is.
You don't know who Coach Carter.
Have you ever seen Hot Fuzz?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I have.
So you've probably missed half the gags in Hot Fuzz because you haven't seen Point Break.
And I watched it when I was little, so definitely missed most of it.
No, Emma, it's not Jenny Utah, is it? So that might be his mum. So like, there's a few scenes in it where he's like replicates Point Break. So when he's like shooting in the air, that's from Point Break. I can't believe you have not seen Point Break. Patrick Swayze, the ex-president, Johnny Utah.
I just don't know what to say.
It's got one of the best, stupidest endings of a film ever. You have to go. I can't ruin it for you. I need you to see this film.
I feel like there was a pause there, though. I
was gonna like describe it, but I won't, because all I'm just gonna say to you is it's about surfing and bank robbers.
What about Surf's Up?
It's got nothing to do with Surf's Up.
Have you ever watched it, though?
About penguins, isn't it?
It's about penguins that surf. I've seen Surf's Up.
No, that's not the same. This is about surfing and bank robberies and Johnny Utah. And just again, Keanu Reeves proving he can't act, but he doesn't really need to know to act because it's just, I don't know. Tremendous. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Right, come on, let's go. We've done over an hour and a half. I think we've smashed it out the park. We've sold loads of Everton gear. And, we move on.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Sinners is out today on digital.
It's dead good.
Which means Sinners is out in other places as well.
I'd recommend it. Actually, it's really good.
No,
make sure you watch the end credit scene when you watch it because it's like a key part of the story. Don't know if you haven't done it.
I'll watch all of it. Yeah. I'm conditioned by Marvel to watch it.
No, because we were watching it and then people got off and then like the end. If anyone's watched it, they can back me up. It's like a proper key bit of it and I don't know why they've done it.
They do that though, don't they?
It rounds it off so much better when you know it. But anyway.
I can't understand how people get off Marvel films at the end when you know there's definitely going to be something. Like, people are weird. Right. Catch us all in a bit if you're on Toffee TV Premiere.
I'll put a post up now. Put your favourite sport films on. We had to pick them all, but I'll pick a good.
Premiere members, make sure you do this so we got a good.
So you can be involved.
Do it honestly as well. Do it honestly.
Yeah, and then I'll put the tier list like a bit later. You can do.
Danny Church, you wouldn't have to see us all tomorrow if you were coming over to Toffee TV Premiere and
so true.
And watch the show later.
If you love sports films, sign up.
Bye.